Have you ever failed at something that was just really important? How did that impact your thoughts, your feelings? Did it affect your heart? If you've ever failed at something that was really important, where your emotional response kicks in and it just feels bad, well, we've all been there. We've all fallen. We've all made the mistakes. Nelson Mandela is quoted as saying, "The greatest glory in living lies not in never failing, but in rising every time we fall." Mandela's quote is a reminder that lets us know really setbacks are they're kind of a part of life. But it really is about how we respond to these moments that defines who we are. This develops our character. So in order to really fight these moments, to face adversity, we've got to have a good mindset. We've got to be willing to grow, to learn, so that we can succeed. Every challenge that we face is a special opportunity, an opportunity to grow. But in order to keep growing, a positive mindset is necessary. It's absolutely imperative, especially if we want to kind of mind hack these situations. We live in a world that's just constantly bombarding us with negativity. So maintaining a positive mindset not only can be a challenge, it can be outright difficult. Thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Jared Uraine with the Uraine Ordonez FiveDiamond Group here at Vice Realty, and this is the Move It podcast. In this series of episodes for the month of August and through September, we've been talking about work-life balance. And work-life balance obviously is something that we can apply no matter who we are. Now, I run a real estate company and we are opening a media company. And as an entrepreneur, I love to be able to help folks find ways to find solutions. If you're a professional realtor or if you're someone who is in the real estate business, these principles are applicable no matter who you are. And when it comes to being able to find ways to improve our lives, well, I hope you find benefit in this series, because the goal here is to really just isolate the core information that we can apply to our daily lives that I've also found successful. I hope you appreciate this series. And in this particular episode, we're going to be talking about the power of a positive mindset. Now, the power of positive thinking, well, it's not just a phrase. It can immensely and significantly impact our daily lives. It's not about just being happy. It's not about just, putting on a smile, grin and bear it. It's not just being upbeat. It's about approaching life's challenges with a positive outlook, making a conscious effort to really think about the end goal, to really have an optimistic perspective. Positive thinking, it can lead to a host of benefits. Some of these include being able to endure even more. Resilience, as it's called. I like to call it grit, like the sandpaper. It also strengthens our mental and physical health, because when we continue to maintain a positive outlook, an optimistic outlook, well, it helps us increase our success, not just personally, but also in our professional lives. Remember, our mindset, the way we see things, our perspective, our end goal, it's a powerful tool. It can shape your life whatever way you want. If you cultivate positive thoughts, then you're going to stay resilient in the face of challenges. We're going to choose our happiness. Mindset can absolutely be the most powerful ally in creating a fulfilling life. But it's important that we need to just realize that there's a difference between having genuine positive thinking, really being optimistic, and forcing ourselves to fake on the positivity. So let's take a look. Here are 3 ways that are commonly confused when it comes to being positive. But really, these just kind of shoot yourselves in the foot. Don't be mistaken by toxic positivity. See, this is considered to be the act of dismissing negative emotions or forcing a positive outlook regardless of the situation. It's almost a level of ignorance. Now, it is important to stay positive mentally, have optimism, but it's equally important to acknowledge when you're in a situation that either has negative impact or can really contribute to negative feelings. If you are suppressing some of these negative emotions, well, it absolutely increases the stress levels internally. Your mind knows what's right and wrong. And if you're ignoring these things, it's going to contribute to what we call psychosis, or a mental state of well-being that just isn't grounded in reality. Number 2, overconfidence. Beware of overconfidence because, well, it can lead to poor decision making. There's a scripture that says pride is before a fall. So making and a lack of preparedness, well, that comes with its challenges, but being overconfident, even in a scenario where you're not prepared, it really contributes to a bad conflict. Having the balance between confidence and humility allows us to be aware of our limitations. And number 3, to be aware of just simply ignoring problems. Sometimes people just confuse positivity with ignoring things, putting them in the shelf and not dealing with them. When you ignore a problem, it doesn't go away. We need to be aware that by dealing with our challenges head on, we can maintain a positive outlook and work towards the positive solution. But the beautiful thing is that you can also solve the problem along the way. So be aware of those, don't mistake it. Now, when it comes to having a positive outlook and an optimistic perspective, when we have that mindset, well, here are 3 ways that you can get benefits by adopting this viewpoint. Number 1, grit, my favorite. It certainly increases our resilience to challenges. When we adopt a positive mindset, our thinking increases with the ability to find solutions. We can deal with stressful problems. We can endure even more, ironically. And when we have a team that we're surrounded by that has the same aspect, well, it creates a positive synergy in any situation. Those positive endorphins often help us deal with anxiety or even challenges and finding even clearer solutions. Number 2, it affects our mental and physical health. Numerous studies have shown that positive thinking is linked to better mental and physical health. Positive thinking can lead to lower levels of depression. There is a physical correlation to having an optimistic and positive outlook. Some of those benefits also include increased immune function, meaning our bodies are going to be able to fight any infection and lower even our risk of chronic diseases. What you think about affects our body. Number 3, some of the benefits that you can get by having a positive mindset is increased performance and success. Positive outlook, positive thinking absolutely improves our performance both in our personal and in our professional settings. It allows us to be in a positive state, in the zone, being able to develop more creatively, make better decisions, and just be more productive overall. The state of happiness, just think about how many times you've been in a place of happiness and time just flies by. Absolutely, we can see results. So how do we do this? It's nice to talk about it, but how do we harness the power of positive thinking? Well, it's not a destination. This is a process. This is something that has to be implemented on a daily basis. It's not just a one-time event. Consider law number 3, the power of process, as written by John Maxwell, the 21 Irrefutable Laws of Leadership. See, leaders develop daily, not in a day. So we've got to find a way to apply this in any situation. We could take this concept and apply it to just about every scenario, especially ones that affect us emotionally. Consider those opportunities as real, true character development. And when we develop this, and it becomes a habit, and we are consciously aware of these and make it a practice of our life, we will see the positive results, and you will see an amazing change of events. Make a commitment to being positive, even in the face of challenges, by making this a habit. So how can we do that? Tactically, what are several ways that we can do this? Well, here are 3 based on the power of process. Number 1, practice self-awareness. Be aware of moments where we make mistakes and it affects you emotionally. Take a moment and be aware of those thoughts and actively work in those moments to try and shift negative perspectives, negative thinking. Be aware of them, because the moment you notice them, you can focus your attention now to a positive one. Self-awareness. Number 2, practice gratitude. Make a habit, write a journal. Identify things that you are grateful for every day. And don't make it the same thing. Try something new every day for at least a month. That will force you to shift your focus on what was negative to now a life of abundance and positivity. We have so much to be grateful for, no matter what our situation is. And number 3, mindfulness. Stay present, be in the moment, and avoid dwelling on the past. Don't let failures hold you down, because remember, it's about how many times we get back up. Developing a positive mindset, it's a daily process, conscious effort, and a daily routine. But implement these and you can harness the power of positive thinking and a positive outlook. This will generate even more fulfilling aspects in your life and create an even more successful experience. Stay positive, stay resilient, and stay committed to the process. The law of process, the third law of 21 refutable laws of leadership, it doesn't happen in a day. It's considered a journey, not a destination. And we can complement that journey by continued growth. Read books daily, attend seminars, learn from others. Mahatma Gandhi says, a man is but the product of his thoughts. What he thinks, he becomes. Gandhi emphasizes that the power of our thoughts really is in our mind. In shaping our reality, we can fabricate our reality. Some call it manifesting, but the power of positive thinking is really what's behind it all. Our mindset, our thoughts, they influence our actions, even our perspective. Setting that tone in the more early part of the day creates the frequency that we want to project throughout the day. Cultivate these thoughts, overcome challenges, and create a better life for ourselves. I'll end it here with a quote from Abraham Lincoln that really kind of ties it up in its most pure essence. Most folks are as happy as they make up their minds to be. Thank you so much for tuning in to this episode 24. Thanks, Lex. Thank you so much for tuning in. This is episode 24 of the Move It podcast series, and this month's work-life balance episodes will continue through September. I'm looking forward to sharing more thoughts with you on how we can make better use of some of these techniques and tools that have been out there, but how can we tactically apply them in our lives today. And my name is Jared Uraine with the Uraine Ordonez FiveDiamond Group here at Vice Realty. Thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure you click on the like and the subscribe button. Share this with whoever you like. And don't forget to be cool like a butterfly.